Siphinde sinibingelele kwikhaya TV2. Wena uqala ukungena kuleli khasi siyacela ucofe ibhathini subscribe ushare le video ukuze ukhulise leli khasi. I-MK Party ibiqala ukukhuluma nabezindaba ngemumva kwensuku ezintathu ingqungquthela yabo iqalile ngomlomo kaNhlamulo Ndlela. Wena-ke awukuzwe ukuthi uNhlamulo Ndlela yini asiphathele yona, yini ekade bekhuluma ngayo kulezi zinsuku ezintathu. Awulaleleke na umsindo olandelayo.
Yes, good afternoon and thank you for the opportunity. Yes, we are having a, should we say, long extended weekend of a workshop. We're going to be discussing, or we've been discussing, a number of aspects of Umkhonto we-Sizwe as a party, our strategy going forward, how we aim to take the country back in a form of, documentation and input on the documentation. So, documentation as it pertains to, firstly, the constitution that everyone's been asking. Does Umkhonto we-Sizwe have a constitution? Yes, we had a draft constitution. We're solidifying inputs in that, and that document is near complete. We're also looking at documentation around character and theory, issues around what's our posture as an organization, and what an MK member ought to be, and how we want to see civil society, and various aspects that come to that. And so, it's been a very instrumental weekend for us in terms of our journey. And there's going to be very good things coming out of it, especially coming into account the issue of the 2026 local elections.
Jeff?
Well, President Zuma is here as our leader, and other leaders of the party, including myself, the SG, DSG, and various other doctors, engineers, as we've mentioned, key players in the organization. Aspects go, in various, we focus on various aspects effectively, from healthcare, all sorts of industry, the economy, land, naturally, which is a very key one for us, and also some of the parliamentarians that have been sworn in, and some that are still going to be sworn in. And yeah, so we're having very interesting discussions. But I can tell you now, off the back of what has been discussed here, Parliament is going to be very interesting. Umkhonto is going to bring a totally different element and a totally different approach in terms of how we deal with things and how we raise things in Parliament. And we're going to be raising things that are totally unique, that South Africans ought to be knowing about, that have not been surfaced. So that's our responsibility, and it's going to be very interesting, especially if this so-called GNU continues, whatever that is.
That brings
Well, Ramaphosa has taken the black vote and given racist whites power, led by Helen Zille. It's sad that an organization that ought to be progressive like the ANC is not engaging with progressive parties like Umkhonto we-Sizwe and the EFF, so we can have a two-third majority to transform this country. Why does he take the black vote? And that's what members of the ANC ought to be asking themselves, and black South Africans that voted for Cyril Ramaphosa's ANC. And I know some of them wanted to vote for the ANC, but they've turned out to realize that they've actually given it to a sellout. And he's selling us out. He's selling us out to whites who are racist. So we should be asking ourselves, what kind of a leader actually goes and engages with racist whites as opposed to engaging with MK?